Hey everyone, my name is Isaac Taylor. I am part of the Boys Adrift Group 2. I am going to be talking about Chapter 2, about the main ideas, the highlights, and how it can be related to middle level education. So, this chapter, the main ideas were really just about how boys can have a good self image as well as having a good um, way that they interact in society, really. So everyone knows about the feminist movement, about having a good self image for women, positivity, all that. Um, but this is kind of talking about how on the other end of the spectrum we have these men, where we just kind of expect them to be manly, take on these masculine roles, and no one's really teaching them how. Um, so it kind of talked about a bunch of studies that from an early age that boys deal with. Um, we categorize boys, and that can be a positive and negative aspect. But this really talked about how in education we we should not be identifying gender differences, because the moment that we as boys start to think that we are better or worse than women, we start having problems in our mind, body, and socially. So what that means is if men think that they are more superior than women, there creates an issue with how they relate to their peers, whether that be boys to boys, boys to girls, or boys to even adults. So we need to make sure that if we're going to apply this into middle level secondary education, I'm going to be a PE teacher and health teacher, that I can really talk about this through classes and say, it's good to have friendly competition, but we also need to be building each other up. We need to be encouraging each other. We don't need to be just going at each other's throats trying to win all the time. Um, and so that's one way that we can take these challenges that boys face with masculinity and try to make it into something else that can be uplifting, and more so towards the opposite gender.